planet. 2 weeks.
Excuse me?
I can't see.
I'm trying to see what I'm destined to be. And me is trying to take my life away. I put a hole in me, girl, for fucking with me. My back on the wall, now you don't see. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me. Cause I'll come and take your life away. Step upon me, Lord, I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Now these pussy niggas putting money on my head. Go on and get your refund, motherfucker. I ain't dead. I'm the diamond in the dirt that ain't been found. I'm the underground king, and I ain't been crowned. When I ride, something special happens every time.
Ready for a surprise.
Repeal. Dr.Ben with a 2 says, just order Blood Rule. How scary is it really?
Read it with the lights on during the day. It's upsetting. It's very upsetting. There is a dismemberment. There's some violence. There's very scary situations. If you haven't guessed that she fights demons, spoiler alert. There's some scary ass demons, at least.
I mean Hellions, right?
In there. And yeah, her power has something to do with blood, so inherently
Inherently,
scary.
Very quiet. So, yeah, it has some scary moments.
It's my shit.
Why are you trying? Why are you trying? Jesus can't save these hoes. Why are you trying? Why are you trying? What makes you think you're greater than Jesus? What makes you?
Mother, can you keep them in the dark for a while? Can you hide them from the way they were? Mama, gonna take your daughter out tonight. Gonna show her my world. Oh, Mama, not about to see your life. But if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it's like. Got up with hell. Not about to see your life. And if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it is. Tell your children not to hold my hand. Tell your children not to understand. Oh, mother. Mother, do you wanna bang heads with me? Do you wanna build everything? Oh, I'm about to see your life. But if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it's like. Till I'm bleeding, but I'm about to see your life. And if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it is. Yes.
お前のあるべき真の姿を呼び覚まして、そして私のしもべとなる。
Oh shit, folks. Oh, what is it doing? Maybe it's broken. Maybe it's just me now. I wasn't really how I quite anticipated the beginning to go. I didn't want I leave you guys hanging. I don't even know if it's working right now. Let me shit. Perfect start. Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me mute this in case we don't just remove that. Damn. All right, folks, hold on. Let me make sure that the volume isn't messed up. I don't know if you guys can even hear me here, but let me check. I'm going to mute it so I don't mess my. Sounds good. Yeah, if you get the volume coming out of the phone, you got the microphone here, get a whole load of feedback. Holy shit, that just completely messed up my whole intro. I had a dance ready. I was going to start. Damn. All right, folks. Well, hey, shit, it's an overdue comics review. This is what happens. You're overdue. You're running the last minute. I've had cash grab. Had cash grab now for a while. Wanted to cover it. I've had 2 issues of this. It's gonna be hard to show it up here. You will own nothing, and you will be happy. This is the front covers. The back show you. It's a strip with these. I'm like horrible with the camera. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with trying to get in front of that camera. Nonetheless, we'll switch it over to the other thing here. It's fantastic. Yeah, guys, I do comic reviews all the time. Been doing them for many a years, and they still ain't giving me the money. Oh, why not? JA says, yeah, intro just ended suddenly. Video and audio are good. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what shit, it's still spinning over there. Like if I push play on the video over there, it's still what the fuck? Okay, well I'll just stop sharing that thing anyways. I don't know what happened to that thing. That was bizarre. All right, folks. Well, I guess that's the sign to we're not going to have extra background stuff like that. Or I guess that's the thing to just say, I should just use the ones that are on here. Maybe that's what they're trying to tell me. All right, let me turn the banner off, and we're going to switch it. Flip the camera around. Hold on. All right. Turn that off. Thanks for hanging with me here, folks. Do that one. There we go. Also, I'm going to try it with this. It has an overhead light on it. Sometimes when you pull the comic in to look at it closer, you'll get the shadow. If I don't have this light on, you'll get the shadow of the camera. Still get it a little bit. And all of these lights, all they do with this comic book material, these pages, is they're glossy, so you get a lot of shine. I have not figured out what sort of camera you need to not get that gloss effect. This is like on the inside, the paper is matte. Over here, it's like the cover for the paper for the cover. This is issue number 2. You will own nothing. I'm just going to leave it at that. You will own nothing. That sounds good. The inside is that glossy paper. So you see what I'm saying? You get that. That's just the nature of how paper and lights interact, I guess. Okay, well, let me turn that off. There. All right. Do we want media going? No, we don't need. The only thing I might. He kind of likes having the is this Ryan Celsius? But there's links. If you go into the there's a playlist down there of all the videos and stuff, any songs they ever use or clips. Okay, so anyways, I thought this would be a good review, like comparison, kind of contrast. Also because like I'm overdue on making the reviews. You know what I'm saying? It's you get behind. There's so many comics. So rather than just doing one, I thought it might be kind of cool to do two. And I thought this would be a good sort of like a good duo, right? Especially because like this one, Cecil's comic, Cecil's Cash Grab is called Cash Grab, and then Simon's comic is. See, is there a better image of the logo? I don't think there is. And then the other, and his is called, you will own nothing, you'll be happy. Like definitely, it's a play with the what is that? Klaus Schwab, World Economic Forum chairman or whatever he's called. They're both. I find like it's interesting with them because they both have almost kind of like a similar sense of humor. Like they both seem like they came out of like Garbage Pail Kids. Like I can imagine both of them having bought Garbage Pail Kids stickers back in the 80s or whenever they were out there. And also, like we do spoilers. So if there's something you're like, I wonder if they're going to show this or don't show that. I probably will. I might not. I'm not, I try to leave stuff like unshown in the comic review. That way it's like my favorite part. He has maybe we'll hold that for later. Now, you know what? Let's just get him right out of the way. He has apparently a hidden, this is Cecil, right? This is Cecil, the subject of the Cash Grab comic. Has a vestigial twin brother. And, I think he names him Twink, Names him Twink. Because he winks at he's at like the doctor's and the doctor finds him and pukes. It's what I'm saying? Like it reminds me of like Garbage Pail Kids. That's already in the middle of the book. You know what I'm saying? That's ahead of all kinds of aliens. Turns into Ghost Rider for a little while. There's a little bit of a crossover with Marble Comets, This thing with him, this little green guy with Cecil, is a reptile, is what that is. A turtle. It shows him. He's a turtle. He's missing his shell. His shell is not on him. In this, I'll tell you too. Like this is the art. The art is really fun. It's this Donald DeLay. I've seen his artwork on Twitter. I've also seen that he has got an absolutely horrific diet. He often posts pictures of like steak, like he has cooked a steak or something, or a hamburger. I think it's steak, and it is seriously, it is past the point. Like well done it's not good for a steak, anyways. But his is like past the point of well done. His is. It looks like he's literally just carving up shoe leather. But I guess that's what you have to what you have to eat sometimes. This is the start of his comic. First image, nice big splash page of this guy running with a purse. There's Cecil on his little moped, a lady, obviously the owner of the purse. You know what I'm saying? It's just starts off, it throws you into the story. Doesn't really, who's Cecil? He's the New York City's, there it is, New York City's newest superhero. Totally straight and totally available, by the way. And I like that you just, like all you see of the lady there is just her big boob. Like you see a little bit of her hair, and like you just see his face, just drooling. Just That's a fun start. Fun start. You know, like he's trying to be a superhero. Not really sure if it says that he has powers or if he's just this is another one. He goes into a club and with his little reptile friend, and he asks him, you know, where's the lunch buffet? The guy's like, oh no, that's 5-hour-old sushi. And like the next image is him just gobbling down sushi. Never mind, I found it. Like it's a fun, you know what I'm saying? It's a fun book. This was crowdfunded, I believe, on Indiegogo, right? You know, there's all kinds of fun stuff. You know, gangsters dealing drugs in here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's strippers. That's a good. I don't want to give away the story. You know, this is the guy that stole the purse that Cecil is chasing. You know, there's the purse. Guys in there. It's good fun artwork. You know what I'm saying? Like all of it, like all this stuff, all these gangsters. You know what I mean? I love this just exaggerated anatomy and just kind of like caricature kind of work. Let me see. Hold on. Exactly. Boobs. Yeah, I mean, it's not. What the heck is that? Oh, that's the other part. There's aliens. That's what I was going to say. That's what I wanted to show you guys. There's the Neptune, and it shows you on the next page. No, I guess that was just showing that they're passing Neptune. Yeah, you had this is the page I'm thinking. This is Pluto, so that was showing that they're progressing. There's this little alien ship out by Pluto, and it's apparently a spaceship full of women who are looking for. There's some sort of, I can't remember exactly if it's like a chosen one, but they're looking for someone to father the new generation. They're all just women on this spaceship, and they have found. I wonder if there's something that they home in on Cecil, or if they just see him. That might be part of the story that I'm apparently spoiling. Not spoiling. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. It's like it's a fun story. Like you read through it, there's all kinds of like just little jokes. Cecil is just I think he does. And it's supposed to be drugs, I believe. It's doing the drugs in the comic. So it's not a comic for the children, unless your children are, you know, drug addicts. Then that might help them. I don't know. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Hold on. Oh, it's Apex Comics. Donald DeLay draws the perfect cash grab. Yeah. Yeah, Apex Comics. It's got Fembat. I know. I ordered that. I backed that. Looking forward to it. Exactly. Apex Comics. Steak is good. Cooked medium. I'm definitely I will eat steak rare, but like medium's about the most I would go. Like let me pull that back just because that is him eating that sushi is. And like there's you can see like little stink lines wafting off of the sushi. People are getting sick and he's just yeah, Cecil's just that's what I'm saying. It's a fun comic. It is a very fun comic. They're also, and this is the thing too, is I got it with I think there was Antique Paints is here. Oh, that was you. Nicholas, yes. A bunch of people are here. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Yeah, that's That's the same. I would imagine him just with a pie, burgers, breakfast burritos, hash browns. I don't know if EVS is a fan of sushi. I could imagine him being not a fan of sushi. Like, oh, that's raw fish, dude. Ugh. Cecil, of course, is a bit more culturally, culturally refined, I guess is what you would call Cecil. Oh, you know what? I should bring up, unless it crashes the whole stream, I do want to bring up his, whatchamacallit? His Fund My Comic. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Because that's the thing, too, is that Cecil, he funded this, the first cash grab comic on Indiegogo, right? And then he went to fund the second one, which it advertises at the back, Cash Grab 2, shows that Cecil has gone trans at the end of Cash Grab or at the beginning of Cash Grab 2. Like, he is end here. I guess that would be the spoiler, is that he does go trans at the end. He realizes that he is actually a woman in a male's body. So that would be the subject of him. Somehow he ends up in jail, I guess, is the story with Cash Grab 2. So let me use the mouse. The mouse likes it. The mouse likes it a lot better. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh, I can't post it over there. I don't know. I guess this means I'll probably have to try and find the guy that does it's the one. Well, you can see what the thing is here. You can see it's over on Fund My Comic. So when he went to fund the second issue of Cash Grab 2, Orange is the New Fat, on Indiegogo, they shut him off. They turned off his account. They said it was unacceptable. Well, I don't even think they really gave him a reason, but many people suspected. I'll pull. Hold on, let me go back to this real quick. Many people suspected that it was because this was the cover that he advertised on Indiegogo for when he started the second campaign. Many people felt that it was Indiegogo and in a fit of transphobic hate, expression of transphobic hate. They canceled him, which they had done that before, actually, not with trans, but with a lesbian. What was her name? Nina Paitley. There was an old lesbian cartoonist that was putting her autobio comics on Indiegogo, and they kicked her off. They didn't like her perspective as a lesbian, apparently. So for Cecil being apparently like a lesbian trapped in a man's body, it's over the line at Indiegogo. So, I mean, that's maybe one of the things they have to work on. But he found a home for the campaign. Let me pull it. Hold on. Exit solo. At Fund My Comic. The home, the last bastion of free speech, fundmycomic.com. Only comic crowdfunding website that is devoted to free speech, that is pledged to free speech. And look, he's doing fantastic. This is the second issue. It's different covers. I can't remember which one I backed, but we're not at the 100,000 stretch goal to get the free Chrome trading card. So guys, that's what, whoever's watching this. Yeah. Dan Lawless doing that cover. Can I do this? Oh, no. What does that do? No, I'm not trying to visual search. Oh, do this. Open the image in a new tab. When I got this computer like a couple months ago, I don't know what the specs are. Probably I have to do It's probably I've probably infected it with all kinds of viruses or something. Hold on. Here we go. Look, it's like we're on a modem. It's like loading the image. This is what it was like back in the old days, kids. You try to download your image, and this is how you'd get it. Line by line, it'd be transmitted over your telephone right into the computer. Watch your image take shape right before your eyes, just like we're doing now. It's like a little time machine we've entered. And this is fantastic. Yeah, I want to zoom in on that. That's what I'm saying. That is I think it is a fun, like Dan Lawless for one. This isn't like he's drawing and painting all this stuff. I think he might do the colors digitally. I can't quite. I know we talked to him, but I can't remember. Oh, look at that. Slow but sure, the bottom's coming into view. I hope my body is his choice. 1994 downloads. This is perfect. Wow. Shout out to freaking Lighthouse BBS bulletin. You guys know what a bulletin board system was? Oh, hold on. I got to put the other America Online disc in the computer. Hold on a second. That's what it is. I didn't put the right. I put the old AOL disc in instead of the new one. I think this might. Oh, geez. Why is that too big? Oh no, that's where I wanted. That's what I wanted. I wanted more zoomed in. That's like Trump just looking badass. And look at Cecil back there with his little. Yeah, Dan Lawless. A lot of people don't know. Like Dan Lawless was one of the main artists on freaking Barbed Wire, right? Like the Barbed Wire comic back in the 90s. Dan Lawless drawing the insides of that. Amazing. Pamela Anderson literally was looking at Dan Lawless's images and trying to be like his art. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that is the cover. Well, one of the covers for Cash Grab 2. Let me show you. Here's a couple. Show you the other ones. Oh, there's the black and white. It's covered by Dale Keown, covered by John Malin. The other one that kicked off the whole problem, of course, Donald DeLay's image of Cecil with his breasts exposed. He's got a booby mouse pad. I mean, baseball cap, t-shirt, a race car with the Cash Grab stuff on it. Like, yeah, look at that. That's what I'm saying. Like, this stuff is just fun. Thug life shirt with Free Cecil on it. A nice prison orange hat. Oh, these are the other covers you can get. I guess this is, I should have maybe told him, hey, I'm covering your comic, but it's not how we really do these things. I don't like to. I think if you try to review a comic and you have that's the Dale Keown cover, that is disturbing. Oh, geez, what did I just do? Cecil trying to pick up the soap in the shower, about to get. I don't know if maybe these women are perhaps there to protect him. A lot of people were thinking they were there to assault him, but perhaps they are there protecting him in the shower. Like he has become the leader. I don't know. You got to buy the book to find out. And that's Dale Keown. That's so crazy. That's the Donald DeLay cover that got him kicked off of Indiegogo. The hate factory that is Indiegogo. And then this is the John Malin cover. What's this? Oh, this is has a couple of the first pages. Yeah, so this is the inside. This is more of that Donald DeLay artwork. Cypress Hill Cemetery. This man is looking for his dick. Where's my dick? Here lies Big Dick Johnson, missing the big part of his name. So nice. So that's what. Get back over here. Okay. That's cash grab. And then I got the thing where you could get. Let me pull this off of the. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what most of these comics. You dig around long enough, you can find all of them in some dollar bins or like discount. Or pay a couple dollars. You can go on eBay probably and find like first 10 issues of Barbed Wire for like $20. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just do that and have them and not have to hunt for them. But some people enjoy the thrill of the hunt. But yeah, so when I ordered a cash grab from him. I think I got it from his eBay store, from Cecil's eBay store. There's a package. You could also get Dirtworm Doug, which is it's kind of like it's presented kind of like it's like a little golden book. I mean, it's still comic book size, but it has like that little yellow spine, and it's kind of like I thought this was fun, but I think I remember these things always being in the back. I'm not really sure, and especially because they have the credits here. I don't know why there's like another thing of the credits. I don't know. Or wait, I don't know what this. Oh, this isn't the credit. This is the credits over here. This is Dirtworm Doug, story Scotty Richard, Aldous, and Cecil Jones. Script Aldous and Cecil Jones. Art and colors Scotty Richards. And this is just the title of it. This is just the title page, I guess, because it's saying author Cecil Jones, Dirtworm Doug, and that's like an old-timey library card where it's been like shows you what days it was checked out, when it was due. It's Mike Oxmall checked it out. Smuggler's checked it out. Scotty Richard was late when he checked it out. Like I like that. Okay, I thought this was just another like credits page, but no. Okay, that's fine. And the entire story, it's told in this kind of like kiddie style artwork. And it's about a train. It's a train. It's a train that comes out of this dog, is what it is, right? The dog is sitting there, and this is a worm on the train. It's hit, and it's about this worm is named Dirtworm Doug, right? And Frog comes and helps him. The Dirtworm was found by a citizen named Frog. He quickly pulled Doug from a tightly coiled log. It's all kind of written in rhymes, and some people say that it's sort of like inspired by different events in like Comicsgate. Doug looked over their creations. He wasn't impressed. Oh, they were telling him about they have a little community. I skipped this page. That's what it was. What's your name? Asked Frog as he poured him some tea. Doug, replied the Dirtworm. You've probably heard of me. My name is Frog. I'm the mayor of this town. If you're feeling any better, I'll show you around. And he introduces them. He says, this is Clever Glade, where artists are free. On with the tour if you'll just follow me. He introduces them to their little village. And Doug says, no need to convince me. I'll join your little village. Frog happily informed the gathering group that their new guest had arrived in a pile of poop. Doug looked over their creations. He wasn't impressed. To a genius like him, it was mediocre at best. What they need is my wisdom, and I'll take their cash. Frog then arrived, Doug's target to a bash. So this is what I'm saying. It's all written in rhyme, and it's this whole story of Doug thought, I'll take over quick. These people are asses. So it's not really quite a child's book. You know, I wouldn't give it to a kid under 12, but probably 12 and up is fine. All those kids know ass and shit and everything, you know. And this is actually, I guess, one of those self-insert books that, you know, that one, the one fellow is upset about because this is Cecil Pede. He's doing his show. Who would watch this buffoon? Clearly he's slow. Cecil Pede, meet Doug. He just arrived in CG. It's an honor, I know, to meet someone like me. Cecil Pede knew right away that this guy would be trouble. So he poured himself a whiskey. Make that a double. And it's, you know, it's a whole story of Dirtworm Doug, and he comes in, he tries to rile people up against each other. You know, he's not a good influence on these people. And it's a whole, you know, it's a fun little story. Like I say, in rhyme, and you know, all kinds of jokes and stuff. And the other thing that came with it was the cash grab, 100% genuine hate crimes, the cash grab art book, right? Or with the fan art book. So it's got just page after page of people drawing Cecil fan art. And it's, you know, every page, this is Peephole Circus. That's a good one. Got prominent nipples there on him. I don't know if this would be a Jamie Ramirez. That would be a Jaime Ramirez. I'm not sure. Have to hear him say it. Or they say it. I don't know. Eric Klepek. You know, just all kinds of different art styles. It's black and white. Oh. Who's that guy? Peter Gilmore. What's that? Drawing a picture of Cecil. Okay. I like it. Some of them are kind of it'd be called obscene. I don't know. Disturbing. I'll go with that. Revealing. That could be another one. Yeah, I know who Peter is. I just like to mess with him because, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. Cecil and his pal Shreddy. I grabbeth thy coin. I think there's another one from Vini Tardamella. I think I read that guy's name the other day too. Oh, this was the other one. This one. There's another one by Peter in here that I wanted. That's what I'm saying. It's just a whole boy island. What the? There, that's the other one by Peter. Cecil in thigh-high fishnets and a G-string. Beautiful work from Mr. Gilmore. Well, no, this one, I like this one. It's got kind of like an 80s like underground comics look to it or something. And the artist is entitled 40 pound box of rape. I don't know what that means, but got heads being chopped off by this lady with those tits. Those are weird. I love them. They're just, look at her face. She's swinging. I don't even know what this is. Is that a sword or like an energy? I don't know. She's chopping off heads though. Cecil's got some bling on him. You know what I'm saying? It's a fun. some guy made like, this is like a picture of like printed out little doodads or whatever you call those things. It's fantastic. So as I'm saying, fun stuff from Cecil. I believe all this. Well, this is another one from that Peephole Circus. It's a good, again, so very, very prominent nipples. I don't really think of the prominent nipples on Cecil, but you know, like everyone, this one's kind of like a little bit of like a you know, maybe kind of like a little bit of a Van Gogh, or whoever did that Starry Night. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a more classical art pick style. And you got this one of somebody doing an homage to that Iron Man cover, Demon in a Bottle. I mean, that's fantastic. That's what I love to see. Is I love to see people being, this one's Cecil and enjoying a pumpkin. You know, it's a lot of different things, a lot of different. So I guess that's what it kind of make me with these you will own nothing and be happies. Like I finally got like a kind of a similar sense of humor, sort of. Though this is more what would you say? Like this is more like, this is like a post-apocalyptic, like black and white. It's like a zombie apocalypse, right? Simon uses these same characters. You know, you've got Owl and Meg. Meg is the witch, and this little cat named Mog, and what's the other one? Oh, and Werewolf Jones. That's the other main character. But you know, here they're looking for food after the apocalypse, and it's I guess maybe these ones aren't as like funny, but maybe it's more funny in like a kind of like ironic way. Like they're searching for food, and like earlier these people had taken their stuff, and now like they come and like they give it back, like, here, take it. Our beans? I don't understand. You're not going to kill us? Ronald? Sigh. No. But you do need to move on. This is a controlled sector. You will die if you choose to stay here. Get out of the city. There's nothing here for anyone anymore. They will kill you. Okay. Thank you. Hey, witch. Uh-huh. Smack. It just smacks the fuck. Hey. Just pulls the gun on him. Go on your way. Jesus Christ, fucking prick. What the fuck are we gonna do? Everything's like seriously gone. We just need to get away from those psychos. Let's keep it moving. We'll get out past the edge of town and try to find somewhere to hide for a bit. Like, I love just like the detail in like black and white artwork, I guess. And this is, he also does like color. I've covered some of his color stuff before, like Crisis Zone. He puts the characters like in different, kind of like different universes almost. Oh shit, you're right. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me Peter Gilmore has improved his art over the years. Anyone who sticks with it, or even as long as you're like doing art like on a regular basis. I forgot about that. Hold on. You're right. I remember I was looking through this yesterday, trying to get prepared for this, and I was like, oh shit, it's the Fembot guy. Where is it? There it is. Brett Cantrell. Try and get it. Brett Cantrell, Apex Comics. Hello. Hello, big boy. Nice. I forgot about that. It's fantastic. You got to come on here and show off your book. Is your campaign still open? I can't even remember. If it is, I'll put the so I was like, I started to try and put the link in one of the back rooms, and then it did something like to the computer. It got all weird. But yeah, I'll say anytime you want, just egg and mog based. I think they're sort of, I'm not quite sure. I think it's like he saw those. It's not supposed to be like fan fiction. It's just like, I guess, his own version of them. I'm not really quite sure how you describe it, because like I remember like seeing something about like they were like Megan Mogg is like a children's book series, and maybe is it in England or is it in America? Well, shit, send me yeah, I'll pull up your pull it up real quick here. Hold on. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't quite follow like what exactly. It wasn't supposed to be like a continuation of the actual old Megan Mogg book or whatever. Like it was just what? Waiting. Oh, do I put it under Apex Comics? Maybe that's what I gotta do. Oh. Send me the link in a DM or whatever, Apex. I can't find it on the thing. I get kind of retarded when I'm doing the Actually, you know what I could do is I could just do hold on, I can make you a whatchamacallit. I'll make you a mod real quick there and like just put the link in yourself there, huh? Hold on, bud. I gotta pull it up on this other thing. Figuring out how to do all this YouTube stuff it's got its moments, I'll tell you that. What do I Okay. Should all right, Apex Comics. You should be able to just drop your link in the chat. It should work. So yeah, so let me. You know, they're a fun book, and they're just kind of I guess maybe that'll be the hold on. This is the thing too, is a lot of people I notice are not into like black and white comics. In which case I would say get like the first one. As long as, you know, it's a witch. She's a witch and she's weird and they do drugs. And you know, it's kind of like it's kind of similar to like almost like Seinfeld or Frasier or something, like the way sitcoms are. And it's also like, I don't know how people can do this. Like it kind of like makes me insane even like thinking about trying to do all this is like hand drawn, but trying to do like these tiny panels. Like he goes back and forth, you know, but he does stick a lot with just small panels in these early. Here is this from? This is does it say what year this is from? I think this is like 2011. He's got like a real fun. He uses a lot of like watercolors. I think he uses Here is this. 2014. He's some sort of like food coloring for his colors. Yeah, the other thing is he's a lot of this is like kind of like the way like he apparently like deals with trauma. Like if you go through his interviews and discussions and like all his comics, he's pretty open about just different like childhood trauma he had dealt with and everything. And just sort of making a joke of everything and like mocking everything is sort of the way he helps accept it or deal with it. I forgot I even had a Pokemon card in here. I got Zactu. Nice. But so this latest series, the You Will Own Nothing and You'll Be Happy, is in black and white. So that might, if that turns you off, and like I said, get this one or Crisis Zone. This was horrible. The cat's pooping on spaghetti. It's just evil. But he's doing it because I need to go to the toilet, Mog. Don't touch my food while I'm gone. They're, of course. Meanwhile, oh, Mog, you're still here. He's like, he knows what's up. I thought that was one of the rare wins for the owl. Usually the owl character is the one who gets kind of like it's like the butt of all the jokes. But in this one, this was like a rare, despite losing his spaghetti, There we go. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I wanted to bring it up for. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like quirky. It's probably from more of like a left sort of point of view, but also at the same point, he makes fun of like a lot of all of the goofiness of identity politics and all that. He's, I'm not trying to like just talk him all the way up, but he also has this isn't like fan art, but it is fantastic. I expect they all have that long nose. But it's just a like a, I think they might call them like a pillow book. Like it's all just pictures of witches and their butts. Witch tits, witch butts. But my favorite part was that he has this old-timey ad for the Dragon Power collector's knife. Like, I think he just like copied the ad out of some, it's like Franklin Mint, please mail by 2002. Like, just goofy. Like, so again, not really like a fun stuff. So that's what I mean. Like, I love all these different comics. Like, they're just let me pull up yours though. Apex. Yeah. It's coming. I swear, I don't even know, like, is it just my internet is shitty? Like, is that what the problem is? My internet is just so like, again, we get to watch internet pages load in real time. Witch porn. Yeah, there is some adult moments in it, but I mean, you saw how like the art is. It's not like it's it's just goofy stuff. Like if that's what's going to get you off, like you already have a problem. So this is, well, we're still waiting. This is entirely on my end, folks. If you have a decent computer that was built after the 90s, you will be able to load this page a lot faster and be able to get all the, look, There's a video you can watch on here. There's all sorts of things, which I already know. So I'm saying, like, why is it? I bought this as a new computer. How is it possible? It's so. I don't know. We'll try playing it on here. We'll see. If I'll pause it. I'll let it load for a little while. 1968. Girl bit by a vampire at her go-go club. She gains supernatural powers, makes friends, and vows to kill the beast who destroyed her humanity. Fembat, Volume 1. Yeah, I am looking forward. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I should go back to the computer place and like show them and just be like just take the whole thing up there. Oh yeah, he's got a whole. Well, I'm Brett Cottrell. Well, there it is. You know, like you can go on there and there's the. Do we want to? Do we want to do the? Oh, it loaded faster. You must. Maybe just you have like a better your images are optimized for the web or something, because this popped right up there, unlike the one on Cecil's. So yes, this is another fantastic Diane Lawless cover of Fembat. Love it. Good looking stuff. Good looking stuff. Come back to this tab instead. I know I didn't even get it. That's what I was going to try and send it to. I can't remember if you're in this one or not. No, I don't think you are. Well, I don't even know. This is the other thing is like church will start in a little bit. I don't want to be late for church. Let me pull this back up though. All right. Yeah, $25. Nice cover. You had like comics from before. I can't remember all of the Apex Comics story. The antagonists, bat demons, supernatural hunters of innocent prey with one bite can turn them into vampires, subservient to the Death Dealer. The Death Dealer, of course, is Edmund Corell, the overlord to the bat demons and Fembat's first enemy. Baxter, the vampire who tried to carry off a young woman from the dance club but was thwarted by Fembat. 66 pages, adventurous horror, action, and intrigue. Yeah, I don't know. Did it stop loading? Maybe here. I'll close off some of these other. I have to like close all the tabs in order to get one to work. It's fantastic. You got the digital copy for $10. Oh, and you can get the Dan Lawless cover and the wraparound cover. Blank sketch covers. Enforcer versus Devastator. There's 24. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Like this Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator. Was that like you had that before? I don't know. Original art, bookmarks. I think this is what I got. I think. I don't know. It's been like every day and every week is just, why is my computer so horrible at loading pages? Like, look at this. All of these are still It still hasn't loaded any of those. Okay, well, let's try and get. Yeah, I think that I have to watch it on. That's what I had found out before. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How is this possible? I need to go get more memory. Is that what it is? Or is it like the internet? Like it's not loading it? There we go. Perfect. You said the new Enforcer versus Devastator mini comic. Oh, okay. So it's a new comic. Right on. Hell yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like I love this. Like it's got that kind of like the old. You know what? I have it right here. You know, I've got the reprint of the Vampirella 1. And that's exactly looking through this stuff. Wait, like your stuff and that Anthony Sika, which I think you have him doing one of the covers too. Like you guys have got that old, this is 70s, or is it 60s? 1969 was Vampirella #1. But you guys have got that same kind of feel for your like your black and white and just I love it. Just real scratchy and just there's so much like a lot. You can feel like a lot of the motion and just face work and stuff. And I don't know. Like when I think before I had ever seen like the old Vampirella comics, I only saw like the stuff from the 90s where it's like her running around. I didn't realize that these old ones are more, like Tales from the Crypt and stuff. They're like more like horror stories, and she is like the this is like Neil Adams doing Vampirella, but it's just the pencils. I guess you don't need more than pencils with Neil Adams though. Like Neil Adams does pencils of your vampire lady. That's, look at that. Oh my gosh. That is what. Damn. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like you guys have that same feel as the old 70s horror magazines. And yeah, like here, she's like introducing the story. Meet Miss Hortense Pilkington, Miss Establishment, Miss Straight, Miss Square on Miss Take. She's on her way to work, and she's afraid. She knows tonight's really going to turn out to be a real bummer. Like she, what I'm saying? Like she was like a horror host. Like that was, and there she's got on like a little dress. But it's not like Vampirella doing this stuff. Like it's like other characters, and she's just like introducing stories. Oh my gosh, look at that thing. Glibble, gurgle, blah. That's the other thing that I miss is like having ads in comics that are like this, like ads that looked like they belong in comics. You know what I mean? Ads like in modern comics, not really about. Oh, and that's one of the other things I wanted to show off with these "You Will Own Nothing" and "Be Happy" is at the end of the comic, the end of each issue is, you know, he's got like a little afterword where he talks about whatever he's been doing. I covered this before, actually. I think when I first got these, like he had been at San Diego Comic-Con and was hanging out with. He said that they hung out with Matt Groening, and that they met. We saw a great Junji Ito show, and we met controversial figure Eric July. Hung out with Matt Groening. Josh experienced his first marathon endurance test Eisner Awards gala. And we illegally commandeered an abandoned booth on the show floor. See what I'm saying? Like, it's fun stuff in the back. He does some like reviews or just talks about like different comics that he's gotten. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love stuff like that in comics where it's like seeing like what's going on. You know, it makes them seem like more in our reality or more real or something. And then, you know, here's just like a couple of like another little story at the end. That's what I'm saying, is there's different realities with the characters. Like different. This was the other one. This is a collection of like B-sides, I guess is what they call it. It's all just little, some are like sketches, some are just you know, they're just there's a couple like this one, there's a couple different versions of this one, like Meg and the werewolf, they're trying their band, and well, what do you want to call this thing? I was thinking something really offensive, like say Pufta Basha. Sounds like a tough, intolerant metal band. Not being in a band called Pufta Basher. Like, it's ironic. It's ironic though, or something. You know how many dudes I'm porking. I'm grinding these rectums into dust. Even so, no. Okay, well, what about something with cunt in the title? Cunt coven. Something like he's scratched out whatever that was. Cunts. The cunts. I don't know. What about please stop. Like and there's a oh, this was like the next, they take some sort of pills and they start kicking in, and she's like I'm gonna vomit. It's just like out the window. Rough. Oh, I could probably go for one too. They're both up there puking out the window. Like, but then like that's what I'm saying, is it's later in the book, there's like another version of it, of the same story, but like drawn a little bit differently, I think. That was another one. But anyways, that's what I'm saying. There's different. He's been doing the Meg and Mog and the werewolf and the owl and the cat. So I can, you know, they're all. He's been doing the comics for a while, and you know, you get so many, and it's just. You just got to put the work out. You just got to keep doing it. You know, like in one of them, I think he killed off some of the different characters in one of them. You know what I mean? And it's like, you can't, you just, yeah, you know, now I want to tell a story that still has that. The guy that I killed off, so you just, you know, it's just the same way as like Marvel and DC and all that. they all do the same thing, you know. Like the inside information of a comic in a separate supplemental with bonus art and story. Yeah, I could see that. Like a little. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like there's I think that's the thing with comics I like, is that everyone has like their different idea of like what they want for a comic or what they want to do in a comic. And the only wrong way to do it is the horseman way. That's the only wrong way to do it. Besides that, everything else is on the table. I grew up reading the Silver and Bronze Age comics, Barry Windsor Smith, Neil Adams, Gil Kane, Dave Cockrum, John Byrne. Yeah. That's like, those are all the guys that were like, when I first started reading comics, those were the guys that were like the big names, and like the new guys that were like just coming out and like just starting to make a name for themselves was like Rob Liefeld and McFarlane. Like I remember like my buddy getting Spider-Man all the time. And I think I was getting must have been like Captain America and Silver Surfer, and I was like, man, Ron Lim is the dude. And he's like, this McFarlane guy, he's crazy. And then I found Sam Keith, and Sam Keith was my guy then. You know, that was once I saw Sam Keith art, that was the end, because then I found like Bill Sienkiewicz and Kelly Jones and you know, like all the crazy guys, Ted McKeever and all of them. Like once I started seeing that, I was like, oh shit, this is what I want from comics. And then once you start finding that stuff, you start finding like the old, you know, like the old Robert Crumb and like the old Gilbert Shelton and the Furry Freak Brothers, those guys, you know, like there's just, you know, you start finding, and that's what I'm all about. You know, that's what oddly, that's what I've gotten the most of my views on my show is from going over like a Robert Crumb comic. So I think maybe that's what I should do next. My next review is I should do I've got a couple of and this is like the absolute, like the absolute worst Robert Crumb comic too. This is this is the one with the mom and the incest stuff. It's horrible. It's like I got that one and is it Zap 4 and Zap 7? I can't remember what's in this one, but I mean, you know, I just ordered a couple of Robert Crumb comics. Like I got an offer to buy one for like $20, or I could get that one and like 6 more for like $40. So I was like, I'll get the package of them. Fat Freddy's Cat, Zap. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's, I mean, I love like art that's you know, real realistic and real, what do we call it, like good, you know what I mean? Like when people do you know, stuff that looks real accurate or has that real high detailed look and everything. I love that stuff too, but like the stuff that like just really that always sticks out in my brain is the stuff that is, you know, like just the crazy stuff, you know. See, that's like that's what was messing me up, was like I wanted to have like a good image of like the two comics beside each other. I think this is a better side by side, but this is just the lingerie witches. This is just the wit porn book, but but yeah, like that's the same thing with this, with Donald DeLay doing with Cash Grab here. Like you watch his like what he like posts about, it's about all the same artists, you know, that and Keith Giffen. He's a big Keith Giffen fan too, you know. And that's what I'm saying. It's like this is the kind of stuff, like you look at like his little picture of Cecil here, and it's like, you know, like Cecil's teeth are like is that how they would really, you know what I mean? Like it's a caricature. So it's like you get to play around with everything. So it just to make something look funny. That's all that matters, is as long as it works and tells the story and is funny, like that is the only rule. You know what I mean? Like, and then you have this, I'm the king of the world. Back to all these girls clapping. Oh no. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love just any kind of art like that. I mean, I love stuff that's detailed too, but the stuff that's gonna like stick out and I'm gonna kind of like more gravitate to is, you know, this crazy stuff with Cecil. And you know, that's just how it is. I can't help it. You know, what else can I do? That's why I think I get a lot of, like, I understand like manga a little bit more, is because it's less, you know, manga isn't that high detailed stuff. You know, you can have a high detailed picture in manga, but that's not, you know, that's not what it is. Yeah, they're fighting zombies in here. There he is, popping one in the head. That's what I'm saying. This, and the reason I wanted to highlight this too is because the next issue, this is issue 3, so the next issue is supposed to be coming out April 6th. So I'm definitely going to be ordering it. That and like another. Yeah, he has other issues where he does just like about the werewolf and the werewolf's children. They're funny comics. Oh, that might be. That's. I guess actually that would probably show what the. I'm kind of going to find all this shit. I keep getting sidetracked. That's why I need like a. That's why Cash Grab is a hit. Yeah, down the way, doing the art, jumping outside the norms, going against the grain with Cecil. All about the Benjamins. Oh no, those are $1,000 bills. No, they're 10,000. Okay. Oh, that's also. I'll show the. That's what it is. I'll bring up. Simon's thing real quick here. This is his the link tree. I get the new issues. You got to go on the. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be stuck with having another slow loading website again. This is horrible. Just think if I had like another person on here, it'd be even worse. Yeah, see, they're all sold out. Lingerie Witches, the first issue. I don't have the first issue. I didn't have any money when the first issue was out. I was all tied up in the Caymans and sold out by the time the second and third ones came out. I think the second one was sold out too when the third issue came out, and then he found some more copies of issue 2. I think they're just sending them all from. He's just hand selling all of them, I think. But that you can go over and buy them over there, or Fantagraphics are on there. He's got a YouTube, the Manga Chat YouTube. If you're in other countries, if you're in a Spanish country or a France country or Sweden, or maybe you're not. If you're in Russia, well, screw you if you're in Russia. Surrender, Russia. And all the rest of you guys, good, get your comics. Oh yeah, you can get them on Amazon. I don't want to like pull up because it'll probably pull up my my Amazon. God knows what's on there if we do that. But Watch his web pages load in real time. Yeah, so this is all the ones you can get on Fantagraphics site. Maybe. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Werewolf Jones and Sons Deluxe Summer Fun Annual. That's a fun one. Blow Ambition, Bad Gateway. They're all Megan Mogg in Amsterdam. That's what I'm saying. He's been doing this for a while. He's got a bunch of these. I think I've read all of them, but I don't think I have. Well, I know I don't have all of them, but I think I have read all of them. They're all, and this is what I'm saying, they're all pretty funny. They're not really like characters that you want to like emulate. You know, they're kind of. Is this on eBay? No, this is just. If you go on Fantagraphics, you can order right off of their page. But he's got. If you go on eBay, you can get like used ones on there. That's where I got Mega Hex. I got that for like $10. So yeah, I mean that's the other thing. Like, you know, you get them new at $20, $25. It's a decent sized book, you know. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're all different sizes too. But you know, they're fun stuff. And you can follow him on his Instagram or whatever. You know, like, I'm not trying to say like Fantagraphics is a great company or they're a bad company or good or what. I don't care. Fantagraphics reprints Prince Valiant, and they reprint Peanuts and everything else. So I mean, you know, they print a lot of goofy stuff, but I think they do a lot of good stuff too. But I don't know. I start thinking too much about comic books. I don't know what's going on, guys. It's, you know how it is. You get crazy thinking about all these comics all the time. My darn. All these over. Oh, that's the last thing. I'm going to go ahead and, because it is supposed to be a thing coming on here. Pull up mine real quick. And promote myself. Go over here. Sign up. I'll be launching first Indiegogo campaign called Let Us Get. And again, it's very slow to load. Calling it my Goth True Crime Comics. It'll be a selection, terrifying tales, true tales from the streets. So again, look at that. Why is it so slow? Everett Spence is my business partner who does all the t-shirts and you know, keeps all it all on the up and up. So sign up over on Indiegogo if you would, and hoping to be launching here. I'm hoping to be launching in April is my goal. So I want to set out. I want to get in like a little. I got to like finalize the pages. And I'm going to send away to get a pre-proof. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get like a couple dozen copies to like look at them and send them off to like reviewers and people that would like talk about it. Because I mean, that's the other thing too. It is like there is like true crimes that it's about. So I kind of expect to be like a little bit of a different audience. I mean, you know, people that like comics always like crime comics, you know. But oh hey, well, look who pops his head around here. It's old Johnny Scab. What are you doing there, buddy? My pal. Hail. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll be doing, you know, people that like comics like good comics no matter what. And, you know, all my stuff, I've got this, I like to think, an interesting art style. Everyone always says it's unique and very recognizable. I like the little gimpy man, the pale ghoulish skin. Yes, he is. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be like kind of like different perspectives, different different ways. It's going to be interesting. It's fun. It's an odd book. It's the only kind of book that I can make. So, you know. Let me, oh, you know what I should do? Let me, I don't think Johnny has started his stream yet. I don't think. I'll put the link in here to, is it there? No. That's tomorrow. It's not in there. Well, I'll just put in the link to Johnny Scab. That's what it is. I think you guys, I think if you can do, hold on. Yeah, if you just click on Johnny's name, you can get, it'll take you to his page. There it is. I don't know if I post them in here, you're gonna have to post it over on the. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes trying to figure out this computer stuff, I'm just a total. Just feel like I'm just a noob sometimes trying to figure. I'm like, what the? Where do I post this? What about that? Oh no, I think that looks like it works. Oh, so I could have been. Oh, geez, so I could have done that. I'm so dumb. I'll pull up. I don't even know what I'm going to pull up now. That's what I'm saying. I get to this point, I'm just like all over the place. I'll flip the thing around. You guys can at least get a laugh. Light back on. Yeah. Put on that one. Still didn't do it. There we go. Excellent. All right, folks. There it is. So yeah, so check out. I put links in the description for the video too. Like if you want it back, Cash Grab 2. Link is in the description for the video. Cecil's Cash Grab, I think that's how it's listed. And then Simon's Linktree is listed on there as well. You can get his comics. Back those. If you are Simon and you're listening to this, or if you're Cecil and you're listening to this, thank you for making entertainment books, and make sure you save me a copy of the next one. Though I am signed up to get Cash Grab too. I'm not I'm not just a cad. Oh, there it is. And then that's what I'm saying. Are you doing? Oh, Johnny's streaming tomorrow night. Okay. All right. Well, maybe so that's what I should look up. I don't know who's streaming. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting all discombobulated. I need to, take a little breather. Well, maybe we could just do that. Just take a little. Give me just a second to. I'll play it. Give me a little musical interlude for just a second here, folks. This is a good one, I think. Is it? Right. No, not that one. Not that one. Okay, guys, I'll give you a funny one here. Give me just a. That's what it is. I'll play us a. This is the thing too. It's we're in Ohio. I'm in Ohio, at least. I don't know where you guys are, but it's crazy here. It was yesterday. Yesterday it was snowing. It was snowing yesterday. It didn't stick, but and in some places, you know what they're eating?
In Springfield,
oh my gosh,
they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
People of Springfield, please don't eat my cats. Why would you do that? Eat something else. People of Springfield, please don't There's a catalog of other things to eat.
They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Oh. All right. Well, what should we do, folks? We got people here. We got comics still on the board. I don't know. We can pull up stuff. I think what I have found is that pulling up videos that are on YouTube oftentimes somehow overwhelms the computer. So I don't want to I don't want to mess this up like that. See, no, that's not even it either. How do I? Oh, I have to do this. I should have sent this thing into the thing earlier. We'll see if any of the usual suspects show up or not. I can't remember. Like, if you're, I still got. I guess I could look. What is Steely Dan, Jeff Baxter? No. I'm afraid to ask, but okay, well, yeah. If I had, yep, that's definitely me. Yeah. If I was, what is he playing? A guitar? And if I was playing in a guitar band, that's definitely what I would. Just the big shaggy mane and the I'll go with that. Oh, I didn't. that's what young Jeff Baxter. He's a session musician that played bass and guitar. Huh. Handsome fella, no in a homo way, but well, maybe. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, anytime I'm sharing stuff, it's like if I put stuff onto the StreamYard, it's like it somehow that is like taxing for the computer somehow. Yeah, it's that I could see myself if I was playing guitar, be out there. Doing all kinds of, that would be, I like it. I don't know. That's what I'm saying, folks. We could pull up power to the panel. Oh geez. Oh no. That's there's a testimony stream. See, this is actually something I had thought about perhaps doing with not just completely change the vibe, but also to maybe kind of completely change the vibe. This is the power to the panel stream. This was apparently one of Ed Piscor's friends. I can't remember his name right offhand. Eddie P testimony stream. I don't really want to like peek in and show everyone whatever they're doing. I mean, it's not like a private stream, but a whole bunch of like his community kind of came together after the fella passed, and made comics together. Did a lot of like, I think they just kind of had a lot of like sort of streams where they all sort of, for lack of a better word, like coped, I guess. You know, they all talked about what he had meant to them, or what, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to. I said, oh my gosh, now you guys are gonna see all the crap I watch on here. Oh Lord, I've ruined my. See, I should have just stuck with. I should have just stuck with the guitar player. What I should do is pull up. Try and figure out where my comics are. That's the thing too, is like I've been doing comics since like 2011. 2011 is when I first started making comics. So it's like I've got all kinds of comics that are just all over the place, you know, like all sorts of weird little websites that, you could submit a comic to, or magazines, or people that were doing zines. You know what I mean? They're all over the place. It's just ridiculous, you know. This is just like my media tab on Twitter there. That's what I was thinking, was to look up the church guys. I thought the church guys were having church today. It's Sunday. Don't tell me I have to start running their church. These boys don't even go on the camera. How can you have cameras go on church and not have a camera? Unbelievable. Oh well, shit. Knock me over with hold on, we do have, maybe I will pull that back up, but do have a guest here. Hold on just a second. Let me play a little intro real quick. I don't have one made. I haven't made up like intros for individual people, so oh, this one will work. Hold on.
Remember, you are my number one guy. Yes, sir.
It's Johnny Scab. Fantastic.
You all right, mate? How you doing?
Good. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, I had to reschedule my interview tonight.
Yeah, no,
I've got a few hours free time. Thought I'd pop on. I see you were advertising your book.
Is it still tonight, or is it tomorrow then? With
No, I'm doing another stream now.
Yeah.
We're gonna
yeah, I've gotta get the actual Okay.
I think there's a delay.
Surprise! See, yeah, I mix up the guests. You know, I have different guests. So is that you are having the stream with her tonight, or is it tomorrow night?
No, we had to reschedule the interview. That's going to happen in a few weeks. But I'm going to do another stream tomorrow called Comix Gate Rejects.
Okay.
It's about all the different enemies of Comix Gate, people that have been in it, people that couldn't ever be in it because they're not good enough, people that have left, people that got ousted. I'm just going to discuss all different people. Quite interesting.
Yeah, that's not it. Yeah, I'll pull up the under live. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Comics
I
Gate.
think yeah.
It's good aesthetics, isn't it? For a thumbnail.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. Well, it's, you know, one of the things I've noticed is there's not like an official like history with Comicsgate. You know, like there's and it's getting to the point where you have like all these different people. They have their own versions of like, oh, well, this happened or that happened, or well, you weren't here in 2017 or you weren't here in 2019, and they have like different takes on like what was happening or what was important, or you know. So I think that's one of the things that's good to do, is to just to document things, because you know that's what really like a live stream does, is we're documenting this is what's going on now, and as long as I don't puss out and take down a stream like I've done before. But you know what I'm saying? Like you document something and like people can pull it up. Hey, this is, you know, you said this. This is from, you know, 2023. This is what you were saying then. This is what you were saying. It keeps people honest.
I get what you're saying. I just thought it'd be interesting to discuss all the different people, because I've always wanted to learn more as well about Comicsgate. I'm going to get some people on that. Hopefully you can come on as well. You've got a bit of lore, Comicsgate lore. You've been here a few years.
Couple years. Well, that's what I was looking at. The my thing when I was like, I first officially said I'm Comicsgate. You know, I am Comicsgate. This was Free Comic Day in 2023. You know, like I printed out a whole bunch of these, put them on my internet, and I took them to the local comic shops, and you know, I was against censorship and like blacklists and stuff. You know, that was the main appeal to me, was the creative freedom. Nobody can say you can't make a comic. You can't do it. You know, that's what's going to stop you, is like, you know, Bobby says you can't make your comic book. You can't make, Johnny, you can't make Rock and Roll Ginja. Can't do it. That's what's going to stop you. Comicsgate is there to say, yes, you can make Rock and Roll Ginja. You can make, you know, whatever comic you want to do. You know what I mean? Comicsgate is going to be there and say, yes, you can. Other people say no Cyberfrog comic should be printed in the 2000s, in 2020, 2025. No Cyberfrog comic should be printed. Comicsgate is there to say yes, they should be printed. You know, like that's what I like, is just the creative freedom, sticking up for each other. Even if, you know, like I don't like Dan Fraga's thing that he did, you know, like with his kids and the video and all that. But would I say that, you know, he shouldn't be allowed to make his Black Flag comic because he told an off-color joke? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, I think people were trying to refund the comic or whatever. They didn't want it anymore. Maybe understandably, you know. But no one was like trying to stop him. Like, oh shit, we need to shut down Black. We need to get a hold of Indiegogo. We need to shut down Black. You know, that wasn't the response from Kanye. It was just people were upset with like the way he had acted and what he had done and all that. They weren't like, no more Dan Fraga comics. They were just like, no more creepy jokes with your kids. Like that's the only line they have.
Well, that's the thing, innit? Like they were saying, people were saying, oh, it wasn't him who taught his kids that. They'd learned that in public school and stuff. But whether they've learned that in public school or not, the fact that their parents are allowing them to do that in their presence is a little bit creepy to me, that they normalise that.
Yeah.
Like, I would have got a clap round the head. back in my day, if I was that old and I was making all that, I'd be like, my old man would have
Exactly.
just slapped me one. He'd just say, "Oh, what the fuck you doing, you little pufter?"
Is that where that comes from? The poofter? Is that an English saying?
Yeah, Nancy boy. It's like gay slurs. Pufter, Nancy boy. It's a very British thing. It's what Dad said to you back in the 60s and the 70s. Stop being a Nancy boy.
Don't be a little Nancy boy. What are you doing? Yeah, I think that's what I mean. He was because like when in that video, you know, they first said it. He's like, okay, everybody say throat goat on the count of 3, and they're like throat goat, and he's like disappointed,
strange.
like that wasn't enough. He's like, what? Like, do it better, do it loud. Like that was the part that I think everyone was just like you're encouraging your kids to be saying this, and like that's not good, dude. Like,
and the fact that his kids don't even need to be involved, does it? It's mean, it's cruel of a parent to even bring their kids into like an online community.
Exactly.
Because there's some vile people out there, and even the ones that you don't know about, like you never know. You don't want to purposely just expose that to the world for no reason, do you? That was just a silly move. And you look a bit like a creepy nonce as well at the same time.
Frago, please finish Pineapple Perception and fulfill your books for the backers.
And then after that, the cringy bit when he started doing his little rap, that was oh god. You must have seen that.
Yeah, I did. I played his rap on the last show.
Twist these words. Twist these words, crazy cat. Twist these words. He started doing all this, like little hand movements and then like little head nods and stuff. He's like, he thinks he's like, he looked like a bloated headed Eminem, like a fat headed Eminem, just trying to be cool.
I think we have more of them over here, but there's like a certain variety of white people.
We call them wiggers
and like
wiggers over here.
Yeah,
they're called.
I'm not even sure. I guess that would probably be a good like wiggers or like, but they're like they all like, and some white rappers are good, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, but there's like a certain bunch of them that are not good, but are very insistent on like rapping to people.
Yeah.
You know, like yeah. Into Paints knows, you know, yo, what up, homeboys? Like, it's just like no, you can't. That's the wigga. They're just, and like I've always seen them. They're always. I feel like I attract them or something. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's good ones definitely, but 9 out of 10 of them are not good. I mean, I know, like saying like rap. A lot of people don't like rap, or a lot of comic geek people don't like rap. Maybe they do. I don't know, but like you know, with rap, like if you look,
I like
there's not all rappers
in the House of Pain. I thought he was quite good. He was all right.
He was all right. Who was the other one? I don't know if Kid Rock classifies as rap or not, but yeah, there's, you know what I mean, there's a whole, you know exactly the sort of people I'm talking about, where they're just they're rapping and they're doing their rap and it's not good, and they're just they're in public, they're at a bar, they're just that's what I feel like Dan Fraga. You would be at a bar with him, or you'd be at like a baseball game or something, or a football game, and he'd be like waiting to get your nachos or something, and he'd be like, waiting for my nachos, feeling on my toes, you know, and he'd just start some dumb, he'd be like, I don't know this. No, I'm not. I don't know who that guy is. Like, you know, like that's how I feel like Dan Fraga. That's his rapping. It's just, but yeah, like I think it's good. Like I think it's good to Especially, like, I think it puts it more at like what people are actually like upset about too, to be able to like talk about it. Because I could see people being like, "Oh, people were just mad because his books were late. That's what the big deal is." It's like, no, it's not the reason people were mad at Dan Fraga was because his books was late. I only like rap if the words make sense. Good background music. Yeah, I can feel that. I look at rap a lot of times like you know how like different like metal, you have like thrash metal, or you know,
Have you noticed, Dr.Ben, with StreamYard now that they've took some of the 3 hours away? I think you've got less 3 hours now every month.
It might be. I haven't like I don't think I've ever gotten to the limit.
It used to
or if
be
I did,
20.
like it was like right at the end of the month.
It used to be 20 a month, but now I think it's gone down to 5, because mine was saying 5 earlier on when I looked at it, and it was 20 before. I've got to find a streaming platform. Really, I'm going to try a new Streamlabs.
Yeah, if it's only 5 hours you get, that would be horrible.
I think that's what they.
And especially
I think that's what they changed.
They jacked up the price.
You might want to check it.
I will. They jacked up the price too. Like I want to say it was almost like they doubled the price.
Pretty much
towards the end of like last year or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Apex of the year.
It's definitely over like it's over like £100 a year.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's. I think when I was looking at it, it looked like it was like $400 for a year, which that would be $400 would be like $300 for yours, $350, something like that.
Yeah.
When there, because like, was that what it? I can never remember whatever the tripled the price. What?
Yeah, pretty much it.
Unbelievable.
And I think they've taken the hours down now as well, so it's a bit of a piss take. I'm going to have to start looking into different streaming platforms. So if there's any recommendations, anyone, give us some recommendations. Because we need ones that can link to YouTube as well.
Yeah, I know I had tried with the Streamlabs before, back when I first started up doing like interviews and stuff online. And I tried it once, and it was too complicated for me, and like I tried to.
It looks technical.
I did an interview, and it didn't record any of it. Like,
right. So for now, it's probably best trying to go through. Like you can do it straight through YouTube, but there's no option to get a guest in with you. I can't work out how to invite someone if you're doing it through YouTube. It just seems like it's a solo stream.
I should get. Did you ever see when I streamed with that fella Kevin Strange?
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever saw it. He was using that OBS thing, and he had gotten a pretty good handle on it, because it was all. I couldn't follow it out, but it was all like you could add in like separate audio, separate video, and it was all he understood it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like me looking at it, I was just gobbledygook. You know, I'm like, ugh.
Is that a different platform? Is it OBS?
I think so. It was like OBS Streamlabs.
Right. I have to look it up.
OBS, you can create layers. Oh, okay. Well, that could be kind of. There was another guy that did that. That guy, he's in one of my intros. That Dan Shaheen, right? He has like a YouTube show, and you'll just see like his head. Like he has like a green screen set up, and he'll move like his head in like his guests video, and he'll put them into like a 3D scene like that. And I think that's what he was. I remember talking to him too. That must have been what got me on trying to use it, was talking to him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was too complicated for me. I'm just like a complete retard when it comes to doing computer stuff.
I'm not bad on computers, but it looks very complicated. It's like too much, too over the top. StreamYard's got a nice balance. It's laid out nice. You can work it out easy.
Any of your videos you would recommend? Did you want to watch?
Most of the recent ones are just clips of my old shows, to be honest. It's up to you, Ben. If you want to put one on, have a lucky dip.
Yeah,
I think some of them got you in as well.
Was this? I think, yeah, I was watching. Oh, that was the one with me and you. That's, I don't want to get too like. That was the.
I noticed you. Yeah, you played the Von Coleman one on self-destruction.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
That was a fun one. I love self-destruct, but like sometimes I cannot figure out what he's. I'm just like, where are we going? It's just like they'll just bring up like random stuff, and I'm like, okay, what are we doing?
He's like a better version of the Slums. His channel's becoming like that. I reckon he'd do a good stream. I reckon.
That's the one, the Epstein files.
I'm surprised I didn't get some sort of like assassination attempt for that.
Well, we might as well. Let's bring that one up then. That's the blue. Oh, Cyberfrog. Let's play the Epstein one. I think that's got to be the best one to.
Some viewers may,
because we're still like they've never arrested anybody. You know.
Still
find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I thank you for getting these. I'm afraid to even look at them. You know, that's what I appreciate. A lot of people for looking up stuff and putting it on here for us. Because,
yeah, to be honest, some of these people are pretty lively.
Right.
Some of these people are actual suspects. I know this is alleged and it's for entertainment purposes, but some of the people on the video have been linked to the list.
Yeah, there's a list that I've seen that like some people will share on like Twitter or Facebook or whatever, and it's just this little handwritten list of all these different celebrities, and I'm like, okay, maybe.
I know if you look on Google, you can find one of the flight logs, and it's got a list of people, but some of them aren't famous people; they're just random names.
Right.
People are only interested in the ones that are famous.
Well, I mean, like Bill Gates, I mean, that's if he really had 30 or 40 trips to this island with the guy, like.
And that was his island as well. If you look at that island there, you can see some of the structures on the island. I was examining it. It's quite an interesting island. He had his own temple on there, apparently. There's a picture of it in a minute.
And
it was like a weird.
There's supposed to be like.
It was dedicated to a sun god.
Well, shit. Let's do it.
I reckon they had like pagan ritual.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the nice way to put it.
Epstein clients. Now I'm sure you've all been waiting to find out who some of them are. So I thought I'd go ahead and release what little information I have been given.
Yeah.
Some of these people may shock you, some may not. So, without any further ado, here we go.
Johnny, would you be mad if I sped it up a little bit?
No, you carry on, mate.
Not gonna be. All right. I don't want to put at 125.
First up, we got Joe Biden. Now, you're not surprised. Everybody knows he's a nonce. He sniffs little kids.
He does.
And rumour has it, he's got a trench coat made of human hair, taken from toddlers, and partially donated by Harry Sisson. Next up, you got P. Diddy. Most people have known since the 90s that he was secretly gay. He hung around with a bunch of young boys called the Junior Mafia. Next up, you got Bill Gates. Well, that was fucking obvious. Kathleen Kennedy. Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And his missus.
And the missus.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Degenerate.
Zelensky.
Another degenerate.
Justin Bieber was one of Epstein and Diddy's victims, as was young Harry Sisson. Keir Starmer, and probably most of the Labour Party.
Oh, wait a minute, yeah.
Richard Branson, he's always looked a bit noncy. Tony Blair, blatantly. Justin Blackface Party Trick Trudeau.
Yeah.
Stephen King, the man that morphed into an elderly lesbian. Kamala Harris. Whoopi Goldberg. And, of course, Robert De Niro. Hillary Pizzagate Clinton. Even Oprah Winfrey, George Soros, Barack Obama, Klaus Schwab, Greta Bloody Thunberg, even Rob Reiner.
Rob Reiner.
Eric July, rumoured to be funded by Epstein.
Yeah.
Matthew Beverly Barr.
Huh.
And finally, Brian Christgau. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I've released some of the names off of the Epstein list. I hope it wasn't too shocking for you. Thank you for tuning in.
Unbelievable.
That's a brilliant picture. Isn't
Killing.
I think if I was Brian Christgau, I would have erased that off the internet. That picture.
Yeah.
He's got a skullet. It's called a skullet. Big bold bit in the middle.
Well, I mean, that's essentially. That's essentially what I have. I don't want to show off the skull, but the back is getting kind of long, but you have to trim the sides of it.
It's nothing.
His sides are just all.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit, but he looks like the dungeon master out of Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, with a mullet, it's supposed to be in the front. In the front, it just looks like a normal straight haircut, right? But then in the back, that's where it's long and flowing and crazy, So with a skullet, it should be like in the front, you just look like a normal bald guy, So this is like a normal bald guy is just wearing a hat, Hey, what's up? What's going on?
I think you look good with a skinhead, Ben. Do you know I've been shaving my head since my mid-20s? I've been shaving it. I just shave it. I think it's better.
I've shaved it before, but I notice a lot of times I get. I think I'd have to go to a professional barber or something. I get too many. Yeah.
I get a pair of clippers and I'll take the guards off and go down to a 0 and just do it myself and feel it with my hands and then look in the mirror and you can feel the bits you've missed. It's easy. I just find
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I might once summer gets here, it might get different. You know what I'm saying? Because Bic razors his. Oh my gosh, Adam Weber. Oh my gosh.
He's like an egg with sideburns.
Skirted egg. Yeah, that's just unfortunate.
He looks like a ball bag.
I can't comprehend how you would be yeah, this is it. them going out, because this is definitely like, this isn't like a candid moment. You know, what I mean, like from the picture, like you can tell
He looked
he's
proud.
like sitting like,
You knew that picture.
right.
was
He's
being
like, okay,
taken.
picture
proud.
time. I'm ready.
Yeah,
Pull
you
it
ain't
back into a ponytail. That would look better.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
this,
that would actually, yeah. A ponytail would probably look cooler.
but I mean, what is his comic is the six gun gorilla, I believe was what. So I mean, maybe
Which
this is when he was in the
found
depths.
out. I did a lot of research on Six Gun Gorilla, and it's not actually his creation. It was designed and first published during the times between the First and Second World War, and then it went into public domain, and Brian Christogo snapped it up. It was originally created.
Well, I mean,
by
anyone. I was gonna say, when something's in the public domain, then like anyone can do their own version of it or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Which I know it's legal, but it's still unoriginal, isn't it? Like, I don't really agree with it.
Right.
I think I don't think using someone else's work is that original, to be honest. You're using their whole idea and not even editing it.
Yeah, I've seen people do it where it's like they'll have like someone else's, like an old character come in as like a guest or something, like there's like the original Daredevil where it's like he's like half black and half red or something. It's like it's not the Daredevil from Marvel at all. It's like
it's like Sherlock
they
Holmes.
have that pop up in
Sherlock Holmes is
right.
public domain now. Anyone can make Sherlock Holmes novels, but it's not the same. It's not the same as the guy who created it. You can never top the imagination of the original creator. You're not gonna add on to that, really. I don't think so anyway. I think you're better off just making your own thing, focusing on your own creation.
I think Brett's gonna. Six Gun Gorilla was a different book, but Christogo made it better, right? Well, I mean, if it was, you said it was made between like the First and Second World Wars, would have been the 30s or whatever. So I mean, any kind of like you update it. I think I look at it as kind of like a way to like. I mean, like you're saying, it's not original, but it's a way that you can kind of like show off your work without, if you're working on, like, you have like some character or some story that's your baby or whatever, you've been working on it. You don't want to necessarily put that out as you might want to put out something else to kind of like just get your name out there, And that's what I think of with this Brian Christogo, despite his horrific haircut here. I mean, maybe when he makes his own character, if he does, if that's what he's going to do, I would think it would be. I don't know. I have no idea about this guy. I just think it's with. Superman will be public domain in 2034. Popeye is public domain now too.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse.
Oh, did you guys have Popeye over there?
Popeye.
You must have had Popeye.
We had the old Popeye, like the original ones, to the cartoons. We used to get broadcast because we used to get sometimes on Saturday and Sunday mornings you'd have cartoons like the Looney Tunes in Warner Brothers and all that, all the American stuff, like all the American comedy cartoons used to get broadcast over here. Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd and shit like that.
Right on.
Roadrunner.
Yeah, so that's some. Yeah, Coyote, Wile E. Coyote, and the Roadrunner. What about with the Ninja Turtles? Did those? Because the Ninja Turtles came out cartoons. It must have been like 89 or early 90s.
originally they were called the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then in England they had to change it to just the Teenage Turtles because they said that the word mutant was too offensive.
I remember.
Had
you told me that before?
Which I don't understand, because who identifies as a mutant? Who's going to be offended at that? Like, what's wrong with saying the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Especially they're turtles.
Yeah, and they're mutants. They've grown up from like little turtles into these big talking humanoid turtles. So it's accurate. I just think he's a bit gay.
Were they popular over there then? I mean, they must have been if they had to change the name.
They were quite popular amongst kids. Like even up until the early 2000s, they were quite popular. And there's quite a few American cartoons. Because like you lot made better cartoons than us, to be fair. More like most of the time. American animation was a lot better than Britain in the old days.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I can't think of like I always think of like Judge Dredd, but like I can't think of like. Or well, was it Miracle Man? Miracle Man was originally just in England?
Did I ever show you this?
There? Was that
Miracle Man? I can't remember Miracle.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's.
Did I ever show you this comic book, Ben?
That's what I'm saying. He never. It's like some sort of. Oh, here. Let me make you.
It's called Dogs of War,
here.
And it's by Billy
Dogs
Tucci.
of War.
By Billy Tucci, yeah. And a fun fact for you: the dogs
Crusade
on the front of the cover, the dogs on the front of the cover are actually Billy Tucci's dogs. Or they were back in the day. Is it really?
Those are his actual war dogs, right?
Yeah, I posted it on X. I told him when I bought it, and he told me the story about it. He said they were put on there. They were like real pictures of his old dogs. It's quite a good one. You should look it up on eBay.
Huh. Yeah, that's the thing. Like Billy Tucci's been around. Like I found a whole bunch of like the old She comics that were like there was one where it was She and what was her name? Cyblade, I think. It was one of the characters from Cyberforce and Image. But they had like probably about 40 or 50 other like indie cartoonists that were all just doing like little black and white books and stuff. That were all back in the 90s. They had like all of them contributed like a jam page or something. And like there was a big thing with like independent creators' rights. Like he was in all of that stuff back then. Like he's been, living legend. He's been doing the damn thing. He came out with She. You know what I'm saying? Like your first comic you come out with is just a home run. Like back in the day. I mean, that was back in the 90s. That was like the whole start of like that like bad girl art or whatever. Like he was just riding the crest of that, and he had like She wasn't like she's like a ninja samurai or whatever. So it's like it's not just like tits. You know what I mean? Like there's lots of bad girl comics where it's just girls and they're in G-strings and corsets and they have their tits out, and it's like I love those too. But like like Billy Tucci's like She was like a legitimate like she's a badass. She's just this ninja warrior lady. I mean, everybody drawing her too. Like I remember I was listening to an interview with Billy, and he was talking about going to his first shows and asking all these huge names, Jim Lee and Mark Texeria. Hey, you guys do like maybe a fan art of She, and like all of them are like, yep. And Blessed. He's amazing. Katie Did's here. What's up, Katie Did? Hell yeah. Oh shit. Well, there it is.
This is just one of the Year of the Dragon.
Hell yeah.
It's very simple. It's very simple, but it's very good art. I like it. Kind of like a little bit like Japanesey, I guess.
Like
Oriental.
Clean is what I think. Like his lines are
I
all
like,
just...
I like how he keeps the skin white and he doesn't colour in the skin. It's quite an interesting take.
Yeah.
It makes their features stand out a bit more.
That's I mean, it's weird because it's like it's such a like, I don't want to say it's like it's not unique, but you know, it's like that realistic style, but it's like it's still like you see his stuff and it's like there's something about it like that like just jumps out as being Billy Tucci's work. Let me put it back on Johnny Scout, ladies and gentlemen. Well, here's this hey, pick a comic.
Yeah.
Miracle Man, created by Alan Moore, was flopped from the British creator Mick Anglo. Miracle Man from the 40s. Yeah, that's the other thing with Alan Moore. Like Marvel reprinted the Miracle Man stuff that Alan Moore did, but he insisted that his name could not be on it. He's like, you could reprint my Alan Moore comic, but it can't say that I created it. Let me see.
Yeah, that's a bit strange.
It was just such an odd, like, Alan Moore's like, I want to see it. I was thinking there would be like a article about it or something, but oh, this might show you what I'm talking about. This is a store on Goodreads review site. Wait a second. Where does it have? Oh, here. Okay. The original writer is a pseudonym for Alan Moore due to a vast list of publishing disputes. Why does it keep jumping down? A vast list of publishing disputes. In the 80s, he wrote this dark, sometimes brilliant version of the character Miracle Man, who was originally known as Marvel Man back in the day. Does the cover? What the fuck? Stop. That's absolutely horrible. Okay. I'm stopping this thing. Goodreads site is I'm never doing that again. That was horrible. Like every time I'd scroll down, it would like the page would like jump up a different direction. I feel like I'm going crazy. Dennis Rodriguez is here. Some panels would be perfect for album covers. Yeah, I agree with that. Yes. Communist weirdo, Dennis. Oh, and Nicholas is still. Hey, was Nicholas here at the I think Nicholas was here at the beginning. Oh.
Nick's a good man. So I like Nick.
I don't want to like bring up if people are just talking back and forth. I don't want to feel like I'm intruding on their conversations in the chat, but doing. Oh, so this is just. That's what I'm saying. They're talking amongst themselves. I don't like to interrupt people, you know. So how's it been going over there? Like I'm always I don't want to sound gay, Johnny. You know that. But I always think of you when I see stuff about England. And I see like cops that harass Yeah, and I'm like, oh man, I wonder, is Johnny okay? Is John? Are they gonna come after Johnny? That's legitimately what I'm always concerned. I'm like, are they gonna go after Johnny? Is that what's gonna happen? And so I always worry about that.
Yeah, I'm all right, mate.
What can you do?
What can I do? In what regard? What do you mean?
What could you do to allay my fears? Are you worried too, Johnny? Are you scared? You can be scurrying around hiding, worried.
I don't fear my government. I'm ready. If they come for me, I'm ready. I'm not unprepared. I've got plans. I'm a bit of a survivalist. I've got places I can go and retreat to out of the city if it all kicks off.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying, is it's like, that's a legitimate, 10, 20 years ago, you weren't thinking like, oh, I bet shit's going to go crazy. And it's like, now it's like, oh shit. They're going to people's houses.
It's only a matter of time now. It's not whether it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. It's going to be a race war, a culture war, especially in England. It's going to come to a point, and I hate to say it, I don't want to see it happen, but there's going to be a war of religion, like another crusade. What would it be? Probably the 7th or 8th crusade. There's going to be a modern one.
I'm not sure which number it's at.
Quite a lot. I think there was about 7 or 8 of them altogether. If you look it up, maybe 9. Lesser ones.
Here's the gay. I don't want to sound gay, but hey, we're not talking about Richard Ambre's blood sword, like unicorns and stuff. That's unicorns. But no, that's what I mean. Like, it's, I look at it here, like people going after like Tesla people or whatever, like Tesla cars, people like just scratching up people's cars, burning them in public, like
scummy hippies.
It's gonna get wild. Like once summer gets here, that's it's just starting to warm up now. Like at the beginning I was saying, like it literally was snowing here yesterday. Like I was thinking the snow was done. It hadn't been snowing for a couple of weeks. It's all melted, and then like middle of the day I look out and there's like these big old fat snow, like little tiny snowballs all falling. I'm like, no. Like I don't know. It's too much sometimes. It's too much. 5 or 6.
You should put your link in the chat, Ben.
Oh, Starmer's Stop Police. For my thing, my show, my comic, you think?
For your show, you should put a link out there and see if we can get someone on to chat.
I know. I put it in that. I put it in one of the groups.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? That's how I found it.
Yeah. I didn't want to go too crazy,
It's
like that's the thing too. Is like I'm not sure. Like,
there's a lot of fast food restaurants.
Well, a lot of fast food restaurants.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, Johnny. Like you've been working on like different scripts and different comics and stuff, and what the third season of Malin's Mysteries. That's what I'm saying. Like since I have a guest here, he's right. He's sitting right across from me. It's Johnny Scap. He's the writer, director, producer, Malin's Mysteries.
Oh, well,
and have you I've seen this. Your ideas for comics, like your different kind of like commercials. Cause you did like a little video for the rock and roll Ginger, didn't you? There was something you had done with that.
Just a little story thing.
What's
I've got
curious. Like what?
That's something I want to make. Definitely, I'm working on it. It's basically loosely based on Liam Gray, and it's in a post-apocalyptic sort of Naruto world, but it's set in Australia.
Okay.
But in the lore, in the history of this world, the Japanese have conquered Australia. So the actual story takes place about 100 years after the Japs have taken Australia, and the people are splitting off into these little clans, and they've become sort of modern day ninja clans, a bit like Naruto, if you know what that is.
Yeah, I've watched Naruto. I know all about those mangas.
And Liam's character.
Keep going.
Liam's character is the son of like one of the clan chiefs, and the clan chief's dying, and Liam has to try and get a cure for his dad's illness, and at the same time he falls in love with a princess of a rival clan, of one of the evil clans. So it is kind of like an action-packed love story, comedy.
It's been on my mind because I saw one of Liam's streams the other day. I don't know if you've been watching his live streams lately, but he's got a litter of puppies that are apparently underneath the computer.
Right. I missed his last ones. I saw one a couple of weeks ago. So
I was watching him, and like he's doing the live stream, and you can hear him all those little. And he pulls up one of these, and they're like they're so small that they can't be. They're not running around yet. Even they're just like little fat little potatoes. He pulls one up, and it's and like I saw like this whole like vision of like of an anime of Liam making his mangas or his comics or whatever you want to call them, like his dinosaur, Dino King, Conquest stuff, like an anime of him making that, and having to protect these puppies and raise his kids and his little farm while there's all these like just crazy people always like trying to come and fight him, like the dinosaurs, like you could have Raptor in there or like any of the other, all those goofballs. You turn them into if it's going to be an anime or a manga or something, you turn them into like actual literal mutants. Have them all fighting him. And I just had this image of Liam like making his mangas, protecting these little puppies, and like fighting off weirdos. Like all, that's like, oh my gosh. That's like that's Johnny's doing a rock and roll Ginger story. Maybe that's what it is. Like, he's an interesting character, that Liam. I think. If I were to describe him, I'd say that he wears his heart on his sleeve.
Yeah.
He's just 100%. Whatever, he's just into it. He's not gonna how do you say that? He's not like
Did I tell you that I started printing my own currency?
No. Really?
This is the scab dollar. At the minute, I've got one. I've got a $1.
Oh,
I've got
shit.
lots of them printed, but that's just the first design.
Oh,
and
man.
There's going to be $10 and $50, and they're going to be limited edition art pieces. They've got proper watermarks that I designed myself.
Right?
Cool, huh?
That's fantastic.
I want to send you.
I know you've got. I know we need that. That's what I gotta like. That's what I'm saying. That's what I need to. I want to get. I need to like finish up and just send the pages I've got to the printer and get like the minimum number you can order is 25, right? You can get like a proof copy, but I want to get like a few, to have like, okay, this is the comic. It's not going to be in color yet because I haven't colored all the pages. Like coloring, as slow as I am like drawing, I'm like even slower coloring. So you know what I'm saying? Like if I try to like wait to print it up till it's all colored, it'll be forever.
Yeah.
Let's get like a black and white copy, send it out. Like I'd send you one, send probably Katie, whoever, make. I don't know if I'd go people that are gonna like take it and be able to look at it and do like a feedback. Like if there's something that's completely backwards or everything's misspelled or something, or just to get a feeling like build up hype. You got to promote it. You got to get the stuff out there, get it going. I kind of want to send it to. There's a couple of different true crime podcasts that like I think even covered like the Satan murder things. I think that, but they don't know me, so they'd probably just be like, think I was just a true like creepy serial killer or something. Like, oh my gosh, the guy from that one case. Do you remember the one in New Orleans? He sent us a comic all about the murder. Oh my God, like I would. Any way that I try to present it normally freaks people out. So, it is what it is. But that's what I'm saying. Before I launch the actual Indiegogo thing, and then I can have that to show off too. I can show off the comic on the streams. Maybe send a copy to Mandy or whoever does shows where maybe you have to ask people. Can I send you a copy to promote? Like rather than just assaulting them with the weird comics, you gotta.
Yeah, you got a network, can't you?
I had a weird. I didn't have like never had like a normal life. So it's always, I think a lot of things that people take for granted, like just normal interactions with people, for me are always like. Well, I'm on the internet and I make comic books, so I mean that's really kind of explains most of it, really. Like I got straight. This is flip my camera around right quick. Show you
oh, that's nice.
Okay, so this is Relaunch. This is the first issue that I did back in 2022. Yeah, 2022. And this is, I printed from this. Oh shit! I gotta turn this on. Hold on.
This
Comix Wellspring Company. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's held up pretty good. Like this has been my copy that like I've taken to shows and like read through and looked at it at a bunch of streams, and it's holding up. And it's all it's all just my weird. My pizza guy is in there. Me, ads for like local comic shops. That's like a shop. It's like a couple towns over.
That little head that you show with the guy with the beard, is he based on you? Is that like a self-portrait?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's cool. Like my little pizza guy. He's like, what the heck is all that? Like, so it's like him talking to me. I'm like, it's a good question. This is the first issue of my new comic relaunch. It's an anthology. He's like making fun of me. He's like, anthology? All by yourself? It's a little bit conceited, huh? Well, lots of cartoonists do anthologies by themselves. Yeah, but those guys don't suck like you. And
he's an
piece
evil
of pizza. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like my little villain, my little personal.
good. I'm glad you
So, there's a.
He's like a cheeky little bastard.
Evil clowns, evil's always the theme in my comics. Like
You
bands.
can't go wrong with an evil clown. That's good. I like evil clown.
Like that's what I'm saying. Evil clowns are just, classic. This place, Comic Book City, was open at the time that I made this, has since closed down and turned into another comic shop. So that's what I'm saying. Like I was happy with how this came out. Like I think it looks better in like I did like a black and white version of it that I just printed myself. And I think that kind of gives it more like a manga look to it,
Yeah, that's good. I don't know
if that would like be the thing for kids. Like none of the people around here, like my local people, like none of them are into any of my stuff. Well, I take that back. Like one of the comic shop guys like is definitely like a fan. Like he's always like, oh my gosh, like anytime I have a new comic. Now this came out like all, I don't know if you can see these lines. Like my printer was messing up. So this is one of the ones I kept. I can't give these out. You can't give out look at how much the lines are fucking up. That was just from like I said, printing it myself. But
yeah. But it's a rare copy. If it ever becomes a well-known comic book, then that'll be worth a bit of money because that's like a misprint.
Oh yeah, because I did.
You could even draw extra parts on it.
Got a little ad for my Substack, a little QR code. I'm so gay. Oh, scan the QR code. Scan the queer code.
What is Substack? I'm interested to know. I've never used it.
It's just basically like a blog, or I guess, or it's like a newsletter,
right?
But it's just having like your own like little website. I mean, you can. Oh my gosh, the mutton chopper's here. Oh man, that's who we got to get on. We got to get the mutton chopper on here. But
who's the mutton chopper?
He's the OG, is who he is. Look, I've been stacking them up. Come on, you'll get your share. You'll finally get your share, but you got to come on the stream. That's the key, Mr. Mutton Chopper. I got you cut. But you got to come on here. You gotta
get on here. Get over
We're
here.
gonna have to have a.
Hey, you schmuck, get over here.
I love you did that before when you did like an American accent. They're just like the best. Like you're just.
I'm not very good.
I
can do a basic American accent.
Well, I think that's part of the. You do like a lot of the voices on the Malin's Mysteries.
I'll do some of them.
You do what? Like you do some of them through the computer or something? Like you have.
I did Cecil. I done Kanye West and Ben Shapiro. and a few others as well. Ethan's little butler when they first come to the frog rooms. The guy who lets them in.
That's what I mean. Like it's doing different like voices or accents. It's like it's sometimes it's not necessarily like being accurate as so much as being like distinct. You know, expect like if you're doing several voices, like if you're reading a story or something, like you have to have the voices have to be more distinct.
I do consider myself a bit of an actor. I do voices. I do voice acting. I've done a thing for General Piggy recently for one of his little animated. He does like General Piggy does these little animated, like one stop motion things, and I've done some.
Really?
A voice for that. Oh, it was a Walking Dead one.
Is it online?
Yeah.
Is it like on his Twitter or something?
Yeah, go on General Piggy's Twitter, and his pinned post should be his YouTube channel, and he's got his work on there. It's called something odd. I'll try and find the name. Hang on.
Yeah.
He's only got a few things on there.
I got it.
It's quite a new channel, I think. He's trying to work on more stuff, but I said I'd do more voices for him if he ever wants them.
Wow. Roadkill lunch.
Yeah, I've featured on this channel, on his channel, as a collaboration. It'll be the Walking Dead one with when was it? 12 days. The 12 days ago one, I think. Yeah, I think it was that one.
Oh yeah. Morgan versus Negan.
Yeah,
Okay.
I played Morgan. I played the role of Morgan.
All right. It says I watched this, but
Well, where's your shit? You think Negan's just gonna let you?
I come back as a zombie.
Oh, okay.
Connor. That was it, Connor. One that got killed at the beginning. But I recorded some of the zombie. I recorded some of the zombie noises as well.
Uh-oh. These guys. What do you think about these comics?
Got a pick in his fro ho.
Comics Gate Church.
Your girl went down with the throat. She got got bizarre, so a nigga called a JoJo. Comic got mad,
There and everything.
in the Majin Bugatti on the look.
I think this is live too. What they're doing in the church live, dancing. Yeah.
Talk to him.
Right. Well, I don't want to. That was good. That's what I'm saying. I said that I watched that.
I've never really watched it a lot, to be honest. I've got nothing bad to say about it, though. I think they're all right.
Right. Yeah, they seem like they're...
I've not watched a lot of it, so I can't really judge them, to be honest. I'll have to watch a few more of their episodes.
Well, they're doing... They had me on there. They had me on there as a guest, so of course, I've got to contractually obligated to give them a good. Yeah, it was a good time. They're not one of the shows where they're on camera, so it's just it's just one of these. Okay,
it's more like a radio show.
Never. Yeah, and that's fine. I'm not like. Like it has to be, everyone has to be on camera. Some people can't, if they have, you can't, that's one of the things too. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like when I think about England and I feel all gay, people, oh, so-and-so said this. Did you see what so-and-so said on a stream? I'm going to call up his who he works for. I'm going to try and find. People do that. Are still doing that shit. I mean, it's wild. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like you can't, and with church, I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. They seem like a good bunch. Seems like their heart's in the right place. They're showing up with other people's comics. They're a good bunch of kids. Good bunch of kids. I like them. It's my final opinion is I think they're a good bunch of kids. I don't know if they're actual children. I think they're Ruby's maybe in his 20s, 30s. I don't know, but I don't know. I like it. That's the final outcome. What is? Whoever is asking choke out.
What do they do at CG Church then? Do they just promote comics again? Is it one of them shows?
Yeah, just talk about whatever the normal drama stuff is. Like I think last week they were talking about all the Dan Fraga stuff. I think that had just happened or something that week or whatever. They promoted a couple comics, and I think Ruby is working on a comic, I believe. One of the other guys is working on one. They just that's one of the things. Like maybe I'm like not in the right circles, but I haven't seen a lot of stuff of like people kind of making like fanzines. Like people will come together and do like. Just self-publish their own little comic or zine about a band or about comics or whatever. Like that was back in the day. That was how they did comics stuff. Anyways, they had just fanzines about X-Men or whatever.
Maybe,
but or like people will do like a fan version of Spider-Man or something. They'll just make their own fan comics. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm for. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm always for.
So I've always admired.
I don't like to try and like. I mean, like I don't want to try and make things into like my thing. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to like try and come into like a group and be like, okay, now we're gonna do it my way. It's got to be like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't find that You know what I mean? Like, I just want to come in like, oh, like kind of like just help out, like, contribute. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to, especially, you know, like you think about like with Comicsgate, right? This is the thing. Like, if you compare the creators, like the big creators in Comicsgate to like the big creators in Marvel or big creators at Image or even like this the Witch guy, right? The interaction and the availability to like just ask questions and get actual answers, right? If you ask Ethan a question, if you ask Shane, if you ask Mandy, you ask Graham Nolan, Aaron Lopresti, any of these huge names, you know what I'm saying? Like you can actually ask them about their comic, or you can ask them about their process, their art process or whatever. You'll probably get an answer, right? Especially if you do a super chat, they'll answer if you give them a super chat, obviously. But like the guys that are drawing Batman, yeah, you're not going to get any answer about anything from somebody drawing Batman. They hate the readers. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get a message to the guy drawing Batman, he's going to hey, why'd you draw Batman? Why'd you draw a big axe on him? Why is the new Batman like this? They're going to tell you to go suck an egg. You know what I mean? They're not going to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they have a literal disdain for the fans. Whereas like at Comicsgate, you know, it's, hey, the fans aren't our enemies. The fans are the people buying this stuff. They're saying, you know, they don't want comics like this, or like they like comics like this. Maybe we should listen. You know, and that's what I'm saying. That's just the huge difference between the creators is just that, you know, creative freedom. Because this is the other thing. If you're at Marvel, right? Let's say you're working at Marvel and you're working on the Star Wars comics, right? There's probably a stipulation in your work contract that you can't discuss what you're working on. You can't show, you know, your color in Star Wars comics or your lettering Star Wars or whatever it is. You can't show what you're working on online, or, you know, like there's stipulations like that. So you're creating stuff, but you don't really have like freedom with it at Marvel or DC or wherever, where you're just that cog in the machine or whatever. But Comicsgate, you know, you want to create something, you get to decide. You know, like maybe you don't want to show everything off at the beginning. Maybe you do. Maybe you want to have a big splash page. Maybe you want to show how the comic progresses. You know, like it's up to you. Whatever you want to do with it.
Like it or not, Comicsgate is the greatest independent comic book movement on earth. Some people don't agree with that.
Yeah,
but it's true.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I've got to go now.
It's. Oh yeah. You're all good.
But thank you for having me on, mate.
Anytime, sir.
You know,
hey, I think I might kind of.
If you're about tomorrow night, feel free
anytime.
to pop on my my Comicsgate Rejects podcast or live stream. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Cheers, Ben. Much
Sounds
love,
good.
brother.
All right. Alrighty, guys. Well, yeah, it might be. Well, like I said, the church is on. Well, I like to go watch those guys, so I'll. Not this one. Hold on. How do I? Oh, I can just post it in the bottom here. Give me just a second. I think. So yeah, go over and watch. Go over and watch. Go. It's time to go to church. It's time to go to church over on Ruby King's stream. So I'm gonna play. You know what? I do want to play. I love this video from Mr. Yanafui. No, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna play my own stuff. Well, anyways, thanks for stopping by, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I'm gonna play us out a little song here. Yeah, that's I forgot. Playing stuff off the YouTube, it's just gonna be all choppy and everything. I gotta play it off of here. So I said, hopefully, my goal is in April, like I said, to get, let us get, put it back in the bottom. Spell it right? I think so. Go sign up for that if you haven't. What the fuck? All right. Yeah, it's time to shut it down. It's time to shut it down, guys. Let me see here. Let's play. Let's have something fun to play us out with. I always play that one by Riley. How about we play? Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll play that. It'll be Yeah. We'll play this. This is a little bit different, but it's an oldie but a goodie. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next time, and go check out some comics. No. Oh, that one. This one.
Touchy in the barn rain, and the moment that you're under far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again. Then you come to me on these submarines, keep me warm in your glove, then you softly leave. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? Is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fruits, breaking us down. When the ocean let us be, we belong to you and me. I believe in you. You know the dark to a very soul. You're the light in my deepest, darkest hour. You're the savior when I fall. And remain, I think I care for you. When you know down inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? To learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fruits, breaking us down. When the ocean let us be, we belong to you and me. La da 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 to me on the submarines, keep me warm in your glove, and you softly bleed. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fruits, breaking us down. When the ocean let us be, we belong to you and me. La 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 la. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fruits, breaking us down. When the ocean let us be, we belong to you and me. 'cause we're living in a world of fruits, breaking us down. When the ocean let us be, we belong to you and me. La 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 la.
Giant size, 1963.
Has been indefinitely postponed. We simply cannot guarantee
Dr.Ben here.
Got interference. Call the OVERDUE.
Now, you fellas have said some pretty mean things, some of which were true. Under that fiend, Boss Hoffnecht, Taylor Mitchell, they're both gossip hounds and negative Nancy's. But on the other hand, they have a tremendous singing voice. But they're out of the picture now. That leaves me in charge. Now, I can be theatrical and maybe even a little rough. Some say I breathe fire. But one thing I am not is a killer. I am a cartoonist. I love a good party. So truce. Commence au festival. And I've got a surprise for Comix. At midnight, I will release my 1963 comics for free to read and download, or even to watch them on the internet. Don't worry about me. I've got enough.
We are not prepared to discuss any deals.
You heard it, folks. My 1963 comics. And there will be entertainment. The big Dukaroo, with me in one corner, and in the other corner, the man who has brought real terror to comics. Don Simpson. Can you hear me? Just the two of us, mano a mano. I have taken off my makeup. Let's see if you can take off yours.